Resume recording, and yeah, what we are going to see today is, now we have conducted our one of our tournaments, and then you have also played in many other practice tournaments, one serious and others were practice tournaments. So you must have seen your games, and all games including probably my games also. So the topic today is that, I mean, why do we primarily lose the games, right? Most of the times it is due to blunders. Blunders are like one move mistakes where you suddenly lose massive thing, or you get checkmated, or you lose a queen or lose a rook, maybe lose a bishop, knight, whichever, it doesn't matter, but you lose a lot of material, right, in a single move mistake, and that is called as a blunder where you could have saved it. Okay, and that happens with all of us, but we have to look back why it happens, where it happens, and then how to correct it. So there are some tips, and there are some ways of avoiding blunders. So we are going to look at that. That is going to be the theme, and I hope it will be beneficial to everybody as you play, right? So yeah, let me hide the chat window now, unless there is anything. So yeah, so I think so. General thing is that most chess players are prone to blunders, and all the way up to the master level. Okay, so even I make uh, mistakes, and which a grandmaster will say that this is a blunder. Okay, you and me may not think that it is a mistake, but a grandmaster will think that, oh, it's a blunder because you are losing positionally, you are losing, or you are losing a pawn, etc. So he might say it. So there are, that's how it is. So at different levels the blunder meaning changes. Okay, so what is a blunder at your level might not be at my level, and what is at my level, blunder, there will be something difference at a grandmaster level, right? So that is what happens. Okay, and primarily, okay, let me see what is the query on the chat. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And Avigna, oh, and it goes that exactly. I mean, you're right. And blunders not necessarily mean. Yeah, let me read out so that you will see. See, blunders occur mostly due to three reasons. Okay, one is overlooking your opponent's threat or best plan. This is when you lose some material. That is a blunder, right? You got checkmated, or you lose your queen, or whatever it is. The other type of blunder is overlooking your best opportunity, threat, or plan. Maybe you could have given a checkmate in one and you didn't see it. So you continued playing and something happened later on. Or you had the opportunity to win something, right? And that you didn't take that opportunity. So that is also a blunder. So it is not necessarily something, anything which you could have done in the best way, but you did not do it, and there was a major difference between what was possible versus what you actually did, right? That is a blunder. Okay, so what is the third? Yeah, one is that it may be that your opponent is threatening something which you don't see it, that way you can lose it. The other one is you don't exercise your threat or the best move, and the other one is overlooking. You might say that, okay, you might have seen the threat of the opponent, you might have parried the threat, or you might say that, oh, this is the way I am defending, but you may not have gone one step ahead and see what next your opponent can do, right? So so that is also something that you may not have seen. So this way, these are the three steps basically in which you can falter and cause a blunder. Okay, so we will see. So this is not just theory, so this is all about actually seeing it. Okay, so let us see one by one. Okay, so these positions, the I mean the standard, what do you call, the protocol is that there is a position given, and this will indicate who is to move. So this, in the first position, it is white to move. In this, is it white to move? Wait, let me see. I think I'm not able to see. Yeah, it is white to move here, but I think I'm on the page 2. Yeah, that's why. So so yeah, so this first position, for example, it is black to move. Okay, and let us see what happens. Here it is white to move. So that is the convention. So now I hope you got all of that. In case any doubt is there, please raise. So far what I talked about blunders and thing. Any, is there any question? Yeah, Ahan is saying I had an opportunity to checkmate, but I lost my queen. Yeah, that happens. That happens, and that happens with many people. So I think that is why we are going to look at it. Lalit is saying no, but maybe someone. Okay, fine. But yeah, so I think so that okay, fine. What else is there in the chat? Okay, no doubt. Okay, Lalit is saying no doubt. All right, so that is fine. Okay, fine. So let us go one by one. Okay, so these are, so in this position, let us take the first position here. Okay, so this is the position. I hope you can see it clearly. And black to move. What is going to be, what if you were playing black, what move you will make? Now you just send your responses to me on private. Okay, I think Madhura has sent it, but publicly it's okay. No problem, I think it's okay sometimes, but yeah. So privately you message to me, and let me see, I'm going to be waiting for 1 minute, and saying okay. Abhinav, it is black to move. So I don't know whether the move that you have sent to me, I don't think black can make that move. So maybe, yeah, maybe something different. No, I think Sai Pranav, uh, you have got black to move in this position cannot make the move you have given. It cannot go to G7. Queen cannot. It is not white to move. Please understand. It is black to move. So okay, let me see who else. Akshay is saying. Akshay is saying something, and then okay. Let me see. Okay, Ahan is saying G6. Arin. Okay, okay, all right. The first, yeah, first one. Yeah, yeah, first one. Sadhna, the one that is highlighted. This is the position. Yeah, right. See, this is the position. Let me again mark it here. This is the position. So no, no, no. It is not. See, I don't know whether you missed it. This indicating that it is black to play. It is not white to play. Here the convention is, it is who is going to play. It is given here, right? So first position is okay. We have waited. So I'm going to be now just seeing. Okay, okay. Madhura is saying this. Okay, so now let us see. You got it. Okay, Ansh is there for I think the first time in several weeks. Welcome, Ansh. Amudini, good to see you. Okay, so now let us see. I think one by one. I think so. We will see. First is that let us start with the absolute blunders. Okay, and we will. So there is no harm. I think everybody, a lot of it. I think except two people or three people. I think everybody did not get the move right. Okay. Uh, so let me see who has got it. I think Ashish has got it right, and Madhura has got it right. Okay, fine. So let us see. I think one more people told about knight capture c2. Okay, it is a blunder. Black if captures the knight here, what is the next move white will do? I think many of you know this threat. So some of them, queen g7 checkmate. That is correct. White can just checkmate the black at by doing queen takes g7, right? So knight takes c2, bishop takes c2. Both of them are completely off the mark because you are not realizing the mate threat that is there. So, so first thing is that what is your threat? What white is threatening? Threatening checkmate at g7, right? Okay. So now how do we defend? This becomes interesting. Okay. So now a lot of, I will tell the answer. Yeah, yeah. Sai Pranav, just I'll just tell the answer. So we'll go one by one. So first is the threat is queen g7. So you have to parry the threat. So many people have said g6, they will move the pawn up g7 to g6, so that queen will not be able to give the checkmate there. Now this I will say is a lesser blunder, but still a blunder, because what can happen is white next move will, the bishop will take the rook at f8, bishop at h6 will take the rook at f8. So that way it is not like complete loss, but still you have lost a rook for a bishop, right? So again it is not the most correct move, it is slightly, it is, I would say it is like losing 2 points is like a blunder, like it is like almost losing 2 points. So so the right move here is bishop, black bishop goes to g6, so it drops back one. Yeah, Akshay, I don't, okay, maybe I think I remember Ashish is saying it, but yeah, maybe you also got it, Akshay, perfectly maybe. And Madhura also, I think in later she got it right, I think, or first only she got it, I don't know. Let me see what was the thing. What did Madhura say? Oh, Madhura said first time she's got it wrong, g6, then she got it. Okay, fine. So bishop dropping back to g6 is the right move. So this is how I would, it is to be written. Okay, one dot 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 means first move in this position. Dot 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 means it is the black who is making the move. And what is the move? Bishop g6. That is the right move in this position, which is preventing the checkmate and not losing material also. Okay, so I hope you got the hang of it. So we'll see. I think this is going to be fun. So let us see the second position. Second position is the position it is white to play. Now, yeah, think about it maybe for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, and then start sending me privately your answers. It is white to move. You can see what is threatened very clearly, right? So let us see how it is going. I got one answer. Okay, I got a second answer. Yeah, I mean, Ansh, you are right that queen has got out too early, etc. But yeah, in this position, white to move. So what would you play? Okay, I see four answers. Okay, Nandini joining. I think a lot of you have. Oh, Ashish, king. No, no, no. Wait, which? It is not Ashish. I think you have got your move right, wrong. Something is wrong. Uh, just check your move. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, I get it now. Fine. Okay, fine. I think we have got most of you have got this right. Okay, but some of you have got it wrong. So let us see what is the thing. So yeah, I think I'm going to tell now. So no problem. I think you can check it. See, I think all those who said queen will go to e1, right? It is a blunder, because bishop will still take the rook at f8, and so that is like an exchange down, 5 points versus 3. Plus after that, queen will also take the white knight at d4. So queen to e1 is a big blunder. Okay. Those who said queen to e2, queen will take the bishop. Okay. It is a lesser blunder, but it is still a blunder. Okay, because white queen will take the bishop at e2, but black queen will take the knight at d4. So it will be more like an exchange here. But what is the best move? The best move is knight from d4 captures the bishop at e2. So you save the knight also, plus you kill the attacker which is at e2 also. So you don't lose anything. You simply win one thing to e2. Yeah. So I think yeah, you got it. So many of you got it right. But see, this is how it tricky it becomes, right? I think some of you have gone for queen takes e2, or some of you have gone for queen e1, right? So what, and you, why it happened now, you will have to just see why it happened, because you were so much focused on this bishop, queen, and the rook, okay, who is attacking whom, etc., that you forgot about a knight which is also attacked on the slightly away. It is not too far away, but it is away. So sometimes what your attention gets focused only on a small piece of the chessboard rather than the entire chessboard itself. Okay. All right. So I think yeah, Lakshmi, yeah, you got it right answer. Yes. So the right answer is knight takes e2. Okay. All right. I hope you are liking it and learning from this. So now let us go to the third position. I'm going to be putting the chat window over here. Now let me put my display also, so that you can clearly see the position. Okay, this is the position white to move. What would be your move here? You can start sending in your, and just think. See, you are in L2 class now, huh? So you are not in L1. So I am expecting that you are able to write your move accurately. So these mistakes about, no, I meant knight e2, but I wrote queen e2, etc., it is not so great to see in a L2 player. So you have to think before you type. Maybe you look at it, just as you have to, before you make the move, you have to check it once. So similarly, before you send the message to me, after typing, just hold on and see whether it is the right move, whether it is the legal move, and then you send it to me. Okay. Okay, so I have started getting answers. Okay, so Sadhna, I got your thing. Yes, that is a possibility, and let us see. But quick guess, but don't just stop at a quick guess. Think about it more, Sadhna. And others, you can start sending in the answers now. Okay, Ahan also sent. Okay, it looks very enticing, right? You like to attack. Yeah, Abhinav, you also like to attack. I see. Good. So Sadhna, okay. No. I think Ahan, I think you are probably mistaking the pieces. Let me just go. This, right, with a crown on it, is a queen, not a king. And this thing is a king is here on G2. So I hope you are not mistaking the queen with the king. So maybe Ahan, that move that you sent me, that is not possible. So maybe you just look at it. Queen, see, king cannot go to that square. Okay, let me see who has sent. Okay, Saish means Sai pronoun as okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Ah, no, no. I think Srushti, the move you typed is not possible. Queen cannot go to E2 in this third position. So check again. Ahan has told already. Okay, someone is saying, Atharva is saying another move. No, Ansh, no. Again, Ansh, I think you are also mistaking the identification of the pieces. Ansh, the king cannot go to e5. See, king is at g2 here. This is the king, and this is actually the queen. So, Ansh, you will have to just understand the piece symbols properly. And okay, queen to e5. No, again, queen cannot go to e5. A3. Okay, fine. I think fine. I think I have got, most of you have answered with the attacking move called knight to e5. Okay, knight to e5. Some of you have said knight to d4 also, and king to e5 is not possible. I don't know what you are saying. Or queen to e5 is also not possible. Srushti, I think you have got something wrong. Uh, no, fine. So what happens? Knight goes to e5. Knight goes to e5. Okay, Madhura has now realized it. Knight goes to e5 attacking the queen. So sorry, but queen takes g2 checkmate. Okay. Did you notice that the queen and the bishop are in a battery pointing towards the g2 square? The moment the knight moves from there and it goes anywhere to d4, e5, doesn't matter, g5, there is a queen takes g2 checkmate. Okay. So I think most of you have got this wrong here. See here, this thing is ending here at, see, this square is under attack, g2. Only the knight is protecting. I hope you, so knight to d4 is also is wrong, because again same thing, checkmate at g2. Okay, knight to h4, yeah, but now I think only one attempt, Pranav. So yeah, I mean, now that you know it, now you will find it okay, I can go to h4 and protect it, but when you were turned to move, I think you got caught off guard, right? E3 to e4, e3 to e4, it is again, it is a lesser blunder. Someone is saying e3 to e4, is it okay? No, it is also a blunder, but not, may not be checkmate. What happens is, if you play e3 to e4, black knight will take on e4, attack the white queen as well as the knight, uh, and if white knight recaptures the black knight, then the black bishop will take the rook at a1. So that will be a pawn plus an exchange up. Yeah, you can, but that is what was the Madura is saying. Can we not move something else? You can, but that was the question. But see, I asked what will the move, and so uh, a3. I think you had talked about one move which is a3, which was curious, Madura, and that was not a blunder. So certainly a3 was probably worth consideration. But knight to d4, knight to e5, knight to g5, all of those are blunders, and so is e3 to e4. I hope you understood now, right? Okay. So this is what happens, and see now what happens. So sometimes your opponent notices it, in which case the game gets over then and there, or sometimes such blunders happen, but the opponent also does not notice, and then the game continues this way or that, right? Okay. So now, what is the correct move? Correct move for white might be, uh, uh, I, I would say I would put bishop at b2, for example. Uh, bishop. No, there is bishop at b2, because my there is another threat that is there. Black not just has a latent mate threat; it also has a threat knight to e4. Black to play next move. If white doesn't do anything, then black will play the knight to e4, and attacking the pinned knight. It will pinning and attacking the knight at c3. No, Amudu, e4 is, we saw it. E4 is not 1 dot e4 loses to knight crosses e4. Loses in the sense you lose a lot of points. Okay, so let me, sorry, I'm sending it to 1 e4. Black knight will capture the e4, and not only that, after that it is threatening queen and knight. So it is doubly threatening the knight at c3. So you exchange the knight at 2, knight crosses e4 leads to bishop crosses a1. Okay, so on the, see, this is what happens if you play e4. Okay, so be careful. All right, so I think what I'm going to now move is, we are already at 9:27. You got a sense? I have got many positions here. I'm going to send this handout to you. So we have looked at 3 positions. In fact, I wanted to look at 9 positions, but I'll not. And then on second page there are 9 more. But I will quickly look at what you can do to avoid blunders. We saw the causes of the blunders. Now we'll see what to do to avoid it. Okay. G4. Now we'll G4 might no G4. I don't think it's not a blunder, but it's not a good move. Okay. So we'll yeah. So fine. So what are the moves? So first thing that you have to do, whenever your opponent makes a move, stop. Look at all the direct and indirect threats, if any. Okay. There may be something that he is threatening, either directly or indirectly. In this case, in the last position, there was an indirect threat on G2. So you have to still notice it. What happens if so? If there is a threat, then you have to apply the ABCD principle that we saw last week. Avoid the threat, or block the threat, or capture the attacker, or defend your piece. Right? Avoid, block, capture, defend. Correct. Sai Pranav. Right. ABCD. Right. So you apply that in case you can see the threat. If you cannot see the threat, then before making your move, now then you decide, oh, I'm going to move like this. Now before actually you make the move, check every reply that the opponent can make. Maybe you are going to move something and you have left a knight hanging without any support somewhere else, right? And the opponent, by capturing the knight, he can go one piece ahead. Or uh, maybe you are going to be, there is some other threat that is there, your queen is going to be under attack, or there is some discovered check, etc. So before you make your move, just check what all the replies that the other opponent can make. Especially be careful if the opponent can check your king, or can capture anything, or can create a major threat. Major threat means threatening a rook, bishop, any of your pieces. If you can threaten it, that is a major threat. Right now pawns at your level, it's okay. I think first you get the handle on the pieces. Okay, not losing pieces outright. So that should be the focus. So see if your opponent after your move can do any of these things. If these things you can do it, then check whether your move is still okay, or you should make a different move. Right? So safety first. Right? So try to do this, and then you will start noticing. You see, obviously you will not be able to solve this immediately in like one day or one thing, but try to always think about these two principles whenever you are get to move. Especially try it in a slow game. 3-minute game is not good for this, but we will have some slow games also that you play on play king. There you can 10-minute game, 15-minute game. There you can try to apply this for every move. You can play even 30-minute games. That is okay. All right, and then you do this. So yeah, so this handout, 2-page handout, has total of 9 plus 9, 18 positions. We have seen 3 of them. There are 15 more to be checked. So I'm going to circulate it in the next 1 week. By next Wednesday, try to uh, think through all of this. Take more time for every position. I will say that you can take up to 3 minutes. Okay, for every position. So you don't have to give the answer in 1 minute, but 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is good enough. And how much time we will actually get in a practical game. So try to see what is the threat that is there in every of the position, and how you are going to react to it, and just write one move that you are going to make it, and just write it below the position. Maybe, and you can send the scan or whatever to me, and then we will see it. I will not going to be discussing every student's response, but maybe in the next class, maybe on Sunday, I will discuss the remaining 6 positions on the first page, and then the second page is all up to you. You have to solve. Okay. So that was the main focus. Yes. ABCD, remember, ABCD, remember. Yeah. Threat, identify threats, deal with ABCD, and then try to create your own threats. Not create, actually see. Sometimes, Shachi, I hope you have seen the game. You missed a mate in one game, and I'm not too much thing. I mean, it happens. I missed a mate in one in the office tournament. Okay, and I got knocked out. So it happens. Uh, So there is nobody is there, but I'm just saying that how we have to be alert. So all of us have to be just alert. So yeah, any questions on this? Because we are coming towards the close of the. Yes, yeah, that is right. Ahan, you are very good observation. Yeah, sometimes it is not that you want to create a threat, but just happens that maybe you do something and the opponent does some other move and a threat gets created. Even then, you have to be able to notice it because that's an opportunity, right? And then in the next move, that opportunity, if you take it, then you are a good player. Then you might win the game. If you miss it, then maybe the game will go this way, that way. There is chat. What is that, Ashish? I didn't mean it. I didn't understand. But yeah, I mean, we are coming to the close of the on the team page. There is the game page. I don't understand what is the thing. I think I might have disabled the chat on the. Yeah. If you mean lichess, yeah, for the tournaments, I have purposely disabled the chat. But on the forum, the team forum is there always. Yeah, I got it. On leeches, whatever you call it. Team forum, I have enabled it, but tournaments during tournament, I have disabled the chat. Yeah, Ahan, it is perfectly fine. The tournament is starting in 9:40, so another 6 minutes are there. I kept purposely at some time 5 minutes between the lecture completion and thing. So practice tournament it is. It is not a serious tournament. So completely fine. So we are going to go. I am also going to be playing, and as I said, oh Ansh, yeah, this is going to be your first time, but I hope you have created your ID. If not, you will have to just do it, but I may not be able to help right now. But if you have got it, the followed the instructions, you have got your ID, you follow the link to the tournament, then go there and enter the tournament, and then it is there. Let me see what is the situation, how many people have entered. And yeah, here let me see. So this is the tournament starting in 5 minutes. Okay, excellent. And let me see the situation, what is going on. So there are how many? 16 of you are already joined. I am there. Srushti is there. Madhura, Lalit, Alfia, Om, Akshay, Ashish, Ansh. Ansh, you are already in. So good. You just be ready and you will be playing. Atharva is there. And then it is again a 3 minute plus 3 second increment. Then there is Nitya. Good. Sai Pranav is there. Sadhna is there with the ID Jayashri, Sachi is there, Avigna is there, Arin is there, Ahan is there. Okay, fine. And I hope you know, Ahan, you were having some trouble or somebody. I think Rishita, you were having some trouble about not. You just have to, after finishing the game, you have to click that green button to go back to the tournament so that you are eligible for the next game immediately. Okay. If you don't do that, then it will think that maybe you want to take a break or whatever it is, maybe toilet break, water break, whatever it is. So it will not. So after finishing one game, click that green button so that you can get the next game. Okay. All right. So I think it is about 4 minutes now. Yes, I am playing. I am playing the tournament. Yes, I also need practice, and I am going to be, my protocol remains same, like what we did. If 20 moves have been played and you are running out of time, you can offer a draw. I will also offer a draw sometimes, and then we look offer. And the offer of draw comes as a symbol of shaking hands. Okay, you might have seen it, or sometimes you may not have noticed, but that shake hand symbol comes. That means agreeing for a draw. Okay, so if you want, you can take it. If you don't want, you can take it. Yeah, like last tournament, correct. It is no, it is not 5 rounds. It is not a Swiss league. This is an arena tournament, so you can play as many games as you can. As soon as you finish it, you go back and try to get it. So some people might play 2 games, some people might play 5 games. Only the serious tournament that we will have it, month end tournament, that we will have it as a Swiss league. These will be arena. So I am letting people play as much as they can, as much as they want. Okay. All right. So if there are, you can offer, Ahan, you can offer. It is not necessary that the opponent will accept it. I will accept it if you offer me a draw. I will certainly accept it if you have made 20 moves. Okay, but others may not accept it. just as you also may not. So I think, so don't assume that everybody will accept it, but maybe somebody will accept it. There is no harm in showing. Okay, yeah, I think we should leave the meeting now. I am also going to close the meeting now. So bye bye. I hope everyone is ready. 20 players are there now, so going to be exciting. And I'm closing the meeting now. Okay, bye bye. See you in Leeches. Okay.